Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And taking the ball for the Yankees, Paul Blackburn. What do you look for here? Ready to roll. Here's George Springer to start it off.
Number 4, George Springer.
And with that, we're underway in the Bronx. Out towards right center field. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Hey. Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 7.
Kazuma Okamoto getting ready to hit. He's been a great free agent sign.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Two down, nobody on. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Oh, and 2 now. Way inside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Payoff pitch. Slice to right. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
That one missed.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a bouncer. Gets it to first. That's the 3rd out. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Back after this on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the starter for Toronto, Patrick Corbin. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. That's in for a strike. Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
Ball inside.
Next offering way off the plate. And that's just foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And perhaps part of the game plan is to get into the bullpen as early as possible. They're facing a staff that's blown a lot of games in the later innings.
Boog, and as hitters, you're aware of that, but you don't want to become too relaxed and wait too late in the ball game because you never know what could happen on any given day. But with that said, even if you fall behind early, you've got a lot of confidence that this game will not be over until that final out.
Hey! Ball, that's low.
Out to short. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Judge comes up empty there. Breaking ball, and that got him.
That ball got him right there.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Hard hit left side. And that is that. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho.
Varsho throws right, bats left. He made his major league debut in 2021, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017. The 1-0.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Batting sixth, the second baseman, Ernie Clement.
No score here in the second. Swing and a miss. And a count even 1-1. Comebacker to the mound. Fires to first in time.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
2 outs, base is empty. Miles Straw digs in now. Swing and a foul out of play. Now the 0-1. Laser could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
That's a ball.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Man at second. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2. Got him. That's out number 3. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ahmed Rosario.
Inside ball.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
No, inside.
Two 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Got him. One gone here.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Check swing, and he went 0-1. To the right side, Clement. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 7th, the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
And now here is Anthony Volpe.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Aye. Ball 1.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Fires over to Guerrero. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
Now pitching for the
New
Yankees.
pitcher now, Will
Number
Warren.
29.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than one strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Davis Schneider.
Here we go, Will.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Tipped into the mid, strike three.
Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. A 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all 3. Tell you what, Boog, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch, sinker to second base, then, you know, in there long enough, then I would, yeah, I've had a couple.
My guy hack-tasting. And he grounds one back up the middle, dives, but it kicks off his glove. Great effort, but no throw. That's an infield single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. One down. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Man at second.
Ball.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Hard hit, base hit. Here comes Springer around third. He'll score. The Blue Jays take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Out front and foul to the left side. Man at first, one away. What a stop. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. As we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for the Yankees, Max Schumann. The 1-0. Swing and a ground ball. Sosa whips it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
The catcher, J.C. Escara.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
They seem to be struggling reading these breaking pitches. They're landing for strikes, so if they can start to track those pitches sooner out of the hand, they'll have a chance to drive a few.
Ball one.
breaking ball misses down and away.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one missing inside.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Yankees.
Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. First pitch misses.
That's a ball.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. The throw to second. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back in the Bronx, and now for the Jays, Lenny Sosa.
Come on, Will.
That's a ball. Let's go, Yankees. That's ball 2.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
And now 2-2. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. That's the first slurve we've seen today. Good luck hitting that pitch. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
On the ground, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here comes the throw, and he'll pull into second safely.
The batter, number 22.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
1 out, runner at second. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1 so far. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. One out and a runner at second, top half of inning number 4. Misses the sweeper.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. 2 down.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Miles Straw.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Man on second, 2 down. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game. 1 left for Toronto, but they're on top, 1-0. Back now in the Bronx, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice.
Right.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Swings and misses, 1 away.
Oh, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Nice grab. Over to first. In the dirt, he picks it. And that's a great play.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1.
Inside, ball 1.
Two down, nobody on.
Hey.
Next pitch in for a strike. Now 1-2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
That's ball 2.
And now it's filled up. Left field. That gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Yankees.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Oh, looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right side, and it goes just foul. The 2-1. Line drive. This looks like extra bases. And that one's going to get into the corner. Bellinger on his way home. The relay, and he's out.
On the tag, he's
Cut
out.
down, and that ends the inning.
Man, I think his legs are feeling good in this one. He really tried to stretch it there to go from first all the way to home, but he ran out of steam a little bit as he came around third. Great relay from the defense, a quick tag at the plate, and they cut down the run.
Back in New York, and now for the Jays, Brandon Valenzuela. High fly ball down the left field line. And a foul ball.
Well, these Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
One up, one down.
With all of those hard hits, the guys are going to love seeing the spray charts after this one. It's clear they're not just getting lucky up there right now.
And ball one.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Now a relay to second, but he's in there easily.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
One out, runner at second. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 2. That one found hard the other way. Man at second. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Gosh, here it is headed. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
This one in the air right field. And that's a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Pitch
Ball
misses there. Ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Blue Jays held in check. They lead it 1-0. Back in the Bronx, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And that's a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And it remains 2-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Next pitch is outside.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Foul ball there. The Yanks trailing by a run, last half of inning number 5. On the ground to third. Fires over to Guerrero. Great pick. They get out number 2 on a tough play.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
And up next for New York, Max Schumann.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
That clips the corner.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
2 down, nobody on. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, J.C. Escara.
Step off, throw to first.
No, he's
back in safe, really close. Check swing, went around. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 0-2. Slider squirts away. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So the batting order turns over. Here is Goldschmidt. And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Joe Mantiply, a left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Fisher, a right-hander, loosening up as well. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. him swinging.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Pitching for the
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Jake Bird.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And that is out of play. The 0-1. And a ground ball to first. Rice takes it to the bag. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Lenny Sosa.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Out towards right center field. Chisholm under it. And there's two away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
On the ground right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Flip to the pitcher is in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
Now pitching for the
Back
Blue
now
Jays,
for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Yariel Rodriguez. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Ben Rice getting ready to hit.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And that skips in the dirt. There's a line drive to left field. And a quick out, number one.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That's out.
On a strike, the pitch. That one fouled off. The Jays up by a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Off the plate inside, 3-2 now. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Throw to first in time.
Up Next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody
Bellinger up to hit.
Bellinger.
Nasty
that's
backdoor
just out.
slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Two down, nobody on. Late swing, foul to the left.
Ball.
Here's a 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's outside. And the count's full. Ahmed Rosario in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Good job to fight that one off. And he walked him. And he represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk.
The designated hitter,
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Yariel Rodriguez out of the game, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Here's a new
Toronto,
pitcher from the
number
pen,
68,
Mason Fluhart.
Mason
This southpaw's been
Fluhart.
really good against left-handed hitters.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
The 0-1. And a foul ball. The 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Ball.
Step off throw to first. Bellinger dives back. Bellinger off of first with 2 away. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
2-2 now. Bellinger goes. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runner goes again. Pitch misses inside. And safe. It's a stolen base.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Second baseman,
Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Oh, right to the backstop. A wild pitch, and the tying run is now 90 feet away.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Here's a 2-1. Swing, and he popped it up. That is the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They trail here 1-0. We go to the top of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Camilo Doval, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Cruz also throwing. The 1-0.
Ball 2. Hey.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Miles Straw.
Hey.
That one
Ball left outside.
Ball one. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher, Brandon.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jake Bird will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
on the mound now, Camilo Doval.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
At the plate, Brandon Valenzuela.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate. No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
2 down, nobody on.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Let's go, tranquilo, Camilo.
Let's go, tranquilo, Camilo.
Inside, almost got him. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Let's go, tranquilo, Camilo.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three-two now. Outside and low, it's ball 4. And after that long battle, he's aboard representing the tying run.
Schneider.
Quick move to first, and he's back in there. That one fouled off. Right through there for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And the inning is over. Tidy work out of the Yankee bullpen there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Yankees nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back here in New York, set for the last half of the 7th. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Popped up. Sosa. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Matt Schumann.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. The Blue Jays holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. A That's off the inside corner, and it's a ball and a strike. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one way inside. Stays alive. Here's a 2-2. And there's a ball.
Inside.
J.C. Escarra on deck for the Yankees. And a payoff pitch. That one to first. Guerrero takes it himself, so they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
The catcher, J.C. Escarra.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Mason Fluhardt is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the
New
Blue
pitcher
Jays.
now for the Jays, Joe Mantiply.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Digging in, J.C. Escarra. He's 2 for 2.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Ball one.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Hey.
Late with the swing there. And a 1-2.
Here we go, JC.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Down in order go the Yankees. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. This one in the air, right field. That one hops against the fence. Pulls into second. That's a double to start the 8th.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Swings through that. Flips the corner. 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th.
Ball 2.
Good job to fight that one off. Man at second. Sets him down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Swings through that one for strike 1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
That misses. And a count 1-2. 1-run game. 1 out. 1 on. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Ball, that's inside.
Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Tranquilo Camilo notches the K. 1 left for Toronto, but they still lead it 1-0. Back in the Bronx, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball,
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Jeff Hoffman, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Fouled off. He was late.
Ball.
And a curveball is just outside. Ben Rice would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22.
So a change being made at first base. On to run for the Yankees, Spencer Jones.
Number 78, Spencer Jones.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 0-1. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position. This one in the air, center field. Varsho on the move. Brings it in. Runner tags at second.
Was able to move the runner up to third on that deep fly to center, but I think this point he wants to get him over and get him in.
Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge.
Tying run is only 90 feet away. You need to find a way to score here. No excuses with less than 2 outs. Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Line, and that's a base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, tie game here in the 8th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike. The Yankees with the go-ahead run at first here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. On the ground to first. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Judge around second. Coming home. They lead it in the 8th. Safely into third. It's an RBI triple.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Joe Mantiply done for the night, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Braden Fisher.
Well, this offense has great opportunity to add on right here with a runner at third, less than 2 outs. So they're asking him to come through in a big way out of the bullpen. He's got bases to work with, so he doesn't have to challenge this guy too much if he doesn't want to.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Dives, and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. So they get the out, but a run does score.
Well, he knew at least he had a chance to knock it down, but he doesn't panic as this ball trickles away a little bit, stays under control, and that's what big leaguers do. Never push the panic button. He completes the play. Excellent job right there.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Next to hit, Anthony Volpe. In the dirt. And the 1-0. Fisher, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. Got the bat going too soon at strike 2. Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in easily. Chisholm off of first with 2 away. Curve in the dirt.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. Through 8 full, Yankees out in front, 3-1. Last chance coming up for the Blue Jays. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the
Back
Yankees.
now, and on the mound, the
53,
closer, David Bednar.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Comes up empty. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Clement stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Bounce to the left side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. That's it out.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Miles Straw.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Two down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike.
That big curve inside is a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Ball. That's inside.
The 1-2. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.